in Berlin. Make it a spin move or else you'll win. And then begin to see what you're doing to me. This MTV is not for free. It's so PC is killing me. So desperately I'll sing the other love.
Welcome back, 10:54. We're going to go past 11 o'clock because I am way freaking behind today. Mary, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How's things at the library?
Cold, but okay. So, yeah.
It's supposed to be 50 by tomorrow.
Oh, I hope so. I hope
they
so.
say 50 Friday, but we'll just hold
It's
out
okay.
hope.
It's all right. It's all we can do.
Did you get the snow all gone? Is it all the sun?
So on half of the library property, yes. On the other half, no. The side that has the sun, it's doing great. The side that doesn't, still a little icy.
I think I'm going to get mirrors for next time we have a snowstorm.
That would be
and
smart.
just set them in the yard.
That'd be so smart. Oh,
and
my
then
gosh.
probably burn my neighbor's house.
Oh my gosh. We had, fortunately, our house is on the side with the sun. Our poor neighbors across the street, I'm feeling so bad.
See,
for
you're
them.
lucky. You got the sun.
The sunny side of the street.
That's always.
Or on the sunny side of the street.
So, did this newsletter come out? Did I get this one?
Yep. So this one's been out. This one will go through. It came out not too long ago. It goes through January, February, and March. So we've got our programs going on, and we're already working on the March or on the spring newsletter. I mean, we barely put a newsletter to bed, and then we are turning right back around and filling out the next one. So sorry.
Normally it's me.
Yeah, no, it was me this time.
Okay.
So
I don't have any friends this morning. So with that being said, what is the first next thing on the pipeline?
So the next thing that we've got coming up, we've got a few things actually. We've got our children's.
We got a couple of three things.
Children's programming, we've got teen programming, and we have adult programming coming up. So
nice.
Yeah. So in February, getting ready to talk about that, we have a couple of things. We have our program that we coordinate with, partner with the Alton Area Landmarks Association. So we have a 3-part series that we do called Reimagining Places of the Past. We just had our first one 2 weekends ago. Last weekend. That was plotting the future of historic river towns. Mm-hmm. It was one of the best programs we've had. It was just so good, and so
I heard Dean did a good job. He was excited to go.
Yeah, it was great. We had it's just a really nice program, and I think people were really interested in hearing what he had to say. The second one's coming up on February 15th, and it's at the Genealogy and Local History Library at 10 o'clock a.m., and it's called Saving the Best of Southwest Illinois. We're going to be talking with Heartlands Conservancy about all their preservation efforts of the natural world in Southern Illinois.
And there's so many things. The zoo has something that's so cool, and it was a while since I've been in the park where they had it, but it was talking about these amphibians they were saving, and it's ones that I've never heard of before. They were just kind of these almost like axolotls, but they weren't axolotls. Yeah. And what it did is, because they saved them, it really saved so much of the ecosystem, and you don't realize the conservancy efforts and what they mean for not only just it's great to save the planet, but it's also great for our river, because without some of these animals, the erosion and all the things it's terrible.
Yep. And so they'll be talking about their conservation efforts in Southern Illinois, and it's like you said, it's not just saving one little animal. It's like, when we have these areas that we've conserved, things also grow out of that also help the economics of our community. And so just kind of talking about that. So that will be February 15th. And then we also have on February 20th, our second of our Empowered Caregiver presentation education series that we're partnering with the Alzheimer's Association.
Oh, yeah.
And that first one was really well attended. And so
I knew it would be.
It was great. It was really great. The information was good. I think people felt like they really got some helpful, useful info out of it.
How many times not how many times, but was there a couple of ha-ha moments for those folks?
I think so.
I was really hoping for that, because I don't know personally, but just talking to folks that have truly lived firsthand, it's so debilitating for that supporter, and this is really good for that.
I think there were some aha moments, but I know there was just some, hey, I'm not the only one who showed up for
what
this.
I meant too.
I'm not alone. Okay, I'm not alone.
Yes.
There's people here, and we're going to get the information that we need, and also know that maybe make some connections with some other people who are going through the same thing, because that is a tough thing to go through.
Well, and people need some connection there, because there's so many battles on that road. You and I have already talked about that. If you you don't have that support system, if you're talking about it and you maybe have to use humor or something to kind of get through things, we aren't going to know that has never been through it, or what that is.
Until you go through it, I don't think you can realize it. So the next one, the next one is on February 20th at 6 p.m. at our mall library, and it's called Communicating Effectively and Responding to Dementia-Related Behaviors. So just kind of learning how dementia affects communication, common behavior changes, and then non-medical approaches to those behaviors, and then how to kind of figure out when you need more help. Because that's a tough. You don't know when to really call in. That's got to be the most difficult decision. So we'll be helping. The Alzheimer's Association will be coming and offering information on that. So we have that going on. We have our X's and So's crafting program that's coming up on February 4th from 6 to 7:30 at the mall, and then we have that iCash program, which she was only going to stay. We had someone from the treasurer's office who was going to be at the library from 1 to 4. I think she ended up leaving at 5:45 because so many people came out to use that program. So we're going to be doing it again. So I don't know when yet, but we'll have something in the spring newsletter on that as well. So the big one that's coming up is this coming Friday on January 31st. We are having our winter reading retreat. So we've been doing these quarterly, and they have been people have had so much fun at them. So you come, again, we've talked before about how libraries have become sort of community centers, and people really are looking for ways to make friends and make acquaintances, and just kind of have personal interaction. And so our reading retreat is it's this Friday from 6 to 7:30. You can come, we'll have a whole bunch of books for people to look at, and authors, new authors you can discover, but it's really just meeting other people who also like to read, and their books and the authors that they like. And then we'll have snacks, and we'll also have a craft project called Creating Your Own Winter Scene in a Jar. Yeah. So we're going to have a craft for people as well. So that's coming up too.
Well, and with that being, I was having some issues with the calendar. I was trying to pull it up. What day is that again? That is
this Friday. This coming Friday from 6 to 7:30.
Mm-hmm. Really cool. And now, what's the speed dating?
So speed dating. I've told people, I'm like, we're doing speed dating at the library, and I get this really weird look, like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's speed dating with a book. That's the key. There is it's called Library Speed Dating: Finding the Book of Your Dreams. And so this is going to be on Wednesday, February 12th from 6 to 7 o'clock. It's just an hour. You can come to the library. It's the mall library. And we will have sort of set up like a little restaurant, like, you would for speed dating, where you move from table to table to table meeting people. But this, you're going to move from table to table to table, and you're going to meet new books and authors. So we're going to have each table set up as a different genre, and you can sit down and you can take a look at the selection of books that we have. You can make notes on what you want to read, what you don't want to read, find new authors, find new titles, and then talk with other people that are there about your favorite books and authors. And it's just a really quick way to get through a bunch of different genres. So mystery, sci-fi, romance, history, nonfiction, that kind of thing. Just a way to spend an hour just trying to find a new book or author, because we always have people who come in and say, have you read anything good lately? So this is a way to just very quickly in an hour probably get through about 40 or 50 books. So
really cool.
Yeah. So
I love it.
Yeah. So we've got a lot going on, a lot of different things going on. And then Amy Cami is coming. So this is one that we hope people will really come out for. So on February 11th at 6:30 at our programming room upstairs at the mall, Amy Cami is coming. Amy Conradi Cami. Yeah. She's coming, and she's going to be bringing her harp with her. So if you want just kind of a 45 minutes, an hour of just very relaxing, calming harp music. And she's also going to be talking about how music is therapeutic and how it can really help your soul and help your recovery. So it's just it's kind of a music therapy, kind of very quiet music program. So yeah.
Well, and with that being said, you have a moment to stick around?
Yeah, I do.
We have to take a break for top of the hour. It's 11 o'clock. You stay there. We'll stay here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
no matter the season. Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
God, they cannot hear me when I'm off the air. I'm telling you what, I keep telling people I'm going to air one of my commercial breaks one day on my last show. 20 years from now, you'll hear all the gossip you needed to hear. Mary, back in action. So I'm having some trouble. Am I using your calendar right? So I did this thing. I'm on the month, and I keep...
Only on that day. I think you're on day instead of month.
Okay, let me reset here, because I'm trying to follow along here, and I'm not... And
I didn't bring my glasses.
Yeah,
so
see, I keep clicking on the month, but it won't.
And it's bringing it up by week. No, something's going on.
I don't know,
so,
but I do know there's a lot of stuff happening.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
So, Mary, you are literally in the driver's seat this segment.
Okay, all right. Okay, I can do that.
You're a veteran.
I can do this. So, we talked about a couple of our adult programs, so I thought I'd talk about some of our kids stuff that we have coming up. So we have yoga for kids coming up. We did 1 week of it, and we're doing another one on February 15th. There is limited space, so we are asking people to call and register for that at 433-2881, or you can go on our website and find that phone number. But it's a class for kids ages 3 to 7, and we're going to teach them yoga, kind of give them calming, relaxing techniques. Yeah. Sometimes you get a little bit of a stressful event when you're a kid, and you kind of start to melt down. And
not even like calm stuff, stretching.
Yes.
No one realizes, and I used to make so much fun of Diamond Dallas Page, because let me tell you why we do DDP yoga and all that stuff. Don't look at my testosterone, And, But it's that dynamic yoga and stretching. You don't realize as a kid how important that is to do every day. Because now I move like I'm 90 after all the soccer and wrestling.
If you get in the habit of it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to. Because I cannot move.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking with someone the other day about chair yoga, and she's like, "Don't laugh at me. I do chair yoga." And I was like, "I don't think that's funny. And I don't think there's anything funny about that. Stretch. It. Go for it." I
can't tell you. I'll tell you off the air because I know it'll become political. But someone said I moved like somebody the other day. yesterday, and it was my wake-up call. And I was like, you know what? F you, but you're right. I got to stretch.
To move around. Somebody was telling me they take this chair yoga class, and they put a band around their ankles, and then they try to write the alphabet with their feet. And they're like, you would be amazed after you're finished just with that, how much better you feel in that movement.
Well,
so
especially like my grandma has a lot of fluid buildup, and it's just because
it's really good for that.
Just older, so it's getting bands out, and because I thought, well, maybe water would be, but
resistance. I mean, water is resistance.
Right.
So getting a resistance band, it's the same thing. So we're gonna have yoga time for kids, and so obviously parents are welcome. You know, when your kids are doing it, you're gonna be wanting to do it with them. So we've got that coming up on February 15th at 10 o'clock at the Mall Library. We also have our bite-sized science coming up. So we always have STEAM kits, so science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Once a month, we put out a kit that you can pick up at the library while supplies last, and it's all based around some kind of STEAM program or STEAM experiment that we provide all the craft supplies for it, and then you take it home and you create the science experiment as a family with your kids. So we're having that coming up. Yeah, that'll be February 7th.
I just noticed, why am I wearing like this shirt has a 1980s collar on? It's like shooting out of I was looking at it on the camera, it was like going over my jacket. I promise you, it's not a fashion statement.
I didn't notice it.
God, it's kind of embarrassing.
You're okay. You're all right.
I got embarrassed by my collar.
It's okay. I'm wearing clothes that don't match because I'm cold, so.
Just gonna zip that up a little bit more.
Yeah. You are fine.
Oh God. So that's really cool, though. I love the yoga, but it just goes though. We keep talking about it, but you guys do so good a job of diversifying these events to make them for everybody. I mean, you aren't going to go to everything.
No,
not everybody has time.
Not everybody
for it.
can go to everything, and not everybody will want to go to everything. But we're trying to take a look at who our patrons are and what people have asked us for, and then kind of trying to build programs on what we think and what we hope by talking to people are interested in. And so, and the other thing is we're always open to new ideas. So
you really are.
If that's how we've gotten a couple of these patrons have said, hey, I think, I'm interested in this, or they'll tell us about a hobby they have. And it's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And so it's like, well, if you have it, somebody else might have it. So let's go give it a shot.
Did you see that floor that was getting put in up in Jerseyville?
No.
There's a new tech floor, like a STEAM floor. It's like an interactive game they put in the floor. I was going to send it to you because that was the first time I've ever seen it, but it was like kids games, and you put it in the floor
That'd
and they
be
step
awesome.
on stuff.
And we love any kind of suggestions like that. We just had someone who called a couple days ago and gave me a suggestion for a program that we're hoping maybe we can partner with the National Archives on cursive handwriting. And so so it's just, you never know what's going to pop up. And we also, the cool thing about the library is that we're always willing to try something, and if it doesn't work, great, we've tried it and we'll try something else. But if it does work, we really see a benefit to bringing people together and having a good time doing it. So it's nice. We like suggestions. So
and it really just goes to show how important going to the libraries too, because I mean, you really do have an active membership that can really have these programs that they want and have teenagers advise and say, this isn't just a group for the fun of it. They are contributing.
They are, and so you talked about our teens. We have a teen group, and these are a group of kids that initially didn't know each other. They came together kind of, some were homeschooled, some went to public school, some go to private school, and they kind of, didn't really know each other at the beginning, and now they're just this really good group of friends, and they keep bringing more teens in. So our teen
It's like an army.
It kind of is. So our teen programming keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger because the teens are really liking what we're doing, and what we're doing is what they're saying. These are my interests, these are my friends' interests. And it's kind of like that old cliche, if you build it, they will come. Well, they're coming because we're listening to them, and they're making some really cool contributions. So we're kind of updating our programming room, and they're picking the furniture and the accessories and all that kind of stuff because that's what we want. We want them to become library users.
Well, and it teaches them how to participate in their community, and it's really so important.
Yeah, it really is, and they're making connections with each other. So
good job, Mary Cordes. Look at you guys.
Good job,
Hayner Library. Megan Dees. That's right. Where's she been? I haven't had her on the show.
I'm good. Guess what? She might be coming next time.
Right, Megan.
So yeah.
So we talked Heartland's Conservancy. The Writer's Circle on the 15th is all about love poems.
It is all about love poems. So if you are a writer and you're interested in joining our local writers group, we have one monthly, and we change the theme every month, so it's something different. And this one coming up, it's February, so it's Valentine's Day, so we're going to focus on writing love poems.
I am so confused. Please do not judge me when I ask you this. I swore that President's Day was on Inauguration Day.
That was Martin Luther King Day.
Well, I knew that, but I swore that there was another.
We have President's Day in February.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm really going to have to go home. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I ruined that. That was my big CNN moment. I was bringing the inauguration, and I said it's President's Day. It's inauguration
Sort
day.
of a President's Day.
It technically is.
It's kind of a President's Day.
I'm just saying, everyone that watches Downton Abbey would have had a great time watching just the inauguration stage. That was fun.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Just
the pomp and circumstance.
Well, not just that, but to see them chatting. It's like, what are they talking
what
about?
Are they talking about?
What's the shade?
Yeah,
we all wanted to know what Obama and Trump were talking about Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Yeah.
You're like, what is that
it's
conversation?
It's human nature to want to know. What's that person talking about? What's going on here? I just like looking at all that. I mean, the Marine Band.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just the history behind things. I love that kind of stuff.
And it makes me kind of, no matter who you support,
I totally
it's so
agree.
much fun.
Yeah.
It's almost like, though, I bet you they're like, over under it ends in 5 minutes. We're going to get out of here, Barack. We're going to go play golf. And he's like, no, we aren't, Donald. We're not going to play golf,
We're not going to play golf. We're not playing golf.
I just love that stuff.
Yeah.
With that being said, you guys will be closed for President's Day was my point.
We will be closed
and
for
I learned that
President's
President's Day is on a different day.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to run for office now. They're going to play this in 50 years.
You don't know when. You don't know when President's Day
doesn't even know when President's Day is. And he went, Teen Graphic Novel Writers Guild.
Yeah. So this is happening. Let me get back to it in our newsletter.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to make sure I get the dates and times right, because a lot of this stuff I know, but then when it gets to the specific dates, I'm like, ugh. So our graphic novel Writers Guild. This is for teens, and we're doing it in a 3-part series. We had January 22nd. We had it. The second one is on February 19th at 4:00 p.m. And so we're teaching the teens how to make their own graphic novels. So graphic novels are just hugely popular, and not only they have their own, advantages. They're their own genre. They have their own literary merit, but they also are a great way, especially if you're parents, if you're looking for ways to get your kids and your teens into reading. Start with a graphic novel. If they don't really seem like they're wanting to read, give them a graphic novel, because studies have shown that it does lead into then also okay, what else is there to read, and moving into novels and nonfiction and non-graphic books. But we're going to show teens how to create your own graphic novel. We'll supply all of the supplies for it, and you can make your own. And then it's, like I said, a 3-part series. You don't have to come to all 3 of them, but you can if you want to.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
And finally, before I let you go, just a disclaimer. My man, Mark Clinshaw, coming to town.
Yes.
The owl guy.
Yes, the owl.
My man, Mark Clinshaw.
Yes.
He was fun on the show.
He is fun, and I think people will have a lot of fun at this. So this is Forest Park Owls Hiding in Plain Sight. This is February 22nd. It's a Saturday. It's at 2:00 in the afternoon. Mark is coming. He's an award-winning naturalist, and he has been observing and documenting these great horned owls in Forest Park in St. Louis. Yeah. So he's going to talk about the lives of these owls, how you can study owls. I think he even also leads owl prowls. He used to lead owl prowls.
He still does.
I think he still does in Forest Park, so you can learn how you can join those. He's going to have all kinds of facts about owls. I am kind of obsessed with owls. I think they are so interesting.
They really are.
And so he's going to be talking. He's going to have photos and videos, and he's going to talk about how you can observe owls and his specific owls in Forest Park. It's going to be a lot of fun.
My aunt had two owls, and the sounds that those things make when they mate are the most awful things I've ever heard in my life. But that won't be on display.
No, we will not be focusing on that. No.
He is an award award-winning naturalist who has closely observed and documented the lives of great horned owls.
Yeah,
It's so fascinating.
I'm really interested in that. And so you can call and register for that program, and that's going to be at, like I said, it's a Saturday, February 22nd.
Do you remember my cousin Vinny?
Yes.
Whenever he went outside at night, that was me at my ancestors. I was smoking a Camel cigarette like years ago, and that sucker went out, and I flew out of that door like my cousin Vinny. I didn't have a gun, but I was.
What is going on? If you're like me too, like we have an owl that lives somewhere in the trees around my house, but we live near the bluffs, so it echoes.
Oh,
and I'm standing outside, just stare, like turning around, looking. Where is this owl? Where is this coming from? And neighbors will walk by, they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't you hear that? I'm looking for the owl."
People back in the day, they thought they were like the Mayan warriors.
Right, yeah, they do sound. I mean, they are. They're such cool birds. So we're hoping people will come out and learn more about them on that day. So yeah, it's free. You can come out, you can give us a call and register for the program. And the good thing about that is it's all ages, so it's a whole family program.
Yeah.
So kids, come. It'll just be a good time.
And anything else to talk about today?
No. I think we've always got something going on,
and
but
we always got next Monday.
Yeah, we do.
We're out of time today. Oh, there we go. Didn't play my song. Thank God I don't do this one for karaoke. I could do the dance.
Which one is
Midnight
that?
Train to Georgia. I could do that. Yeah. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow on my birthday. So until then.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Try your best to stay out of jail.